iOS 26.2.1 is out. And this isn't a flashy update with new lock screens or big visual changes, but it does affect how stable and smooth your iPhone feels. Every time Apple releases one of these updates, a lot of things happen in the background. Files get reorganized, services restart, security layers refresh, and if you just install it and move on, your phone can feel a little off for a while. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you should do right after updating so your iPhone runs the way it's supposed to. No theory, no filler, just practical steps. Let's start with the very first thing. Go into Settings, tap General, and open Software Update. Even if you think you updated, make sure it actually says Up to Date with iOS 26.2.1 underneath. Sometimes the update downloads but doesn't fully install, especially if your phone was locked or low on battery. You want to see that confirmation because everything else in this video assumes the update is truly active. Once that's confirmed, the next thing is simple but surprisingly powerful. Restart your iPhone. Just power it off completely, wait about 30 seconds, and turn it back on. iOS updates leave a lot of temporary processes running in the background. A restart clears out leftover memory, reloads system services cleanly, and often fixes small glitches people blame on bugs. It's one of those boring steps that quietly solves a lot of problems. Now go back into Settings, scroll down to Privacy and Security, and head all the way to the bottom. You'll see an option called Background Security Improvements. Make sure this is turned on. Apple now pushes tiny security and system fixes silently between major updates. They don't change your interface, but they fix vulnerabilities and stability issues. If this is off, you're missing those improvements. Turning it on means your phone stays protected without you having to think about it. Next, open the App Store and tap your profile icon in the top right. Pull down to refresh and tap Update All. After any iOS update, a wave of app updates usually follows. Developers tweak their apps to match the new system behavior. Running a brand new iOS with old app versions is one of the most common reasons people see crashes, freezes, or weird lag. Keeping everything current makes the system and your apps speak the same language. Once those 4 steps are done, your phone is already in a much better state than most people's after an update. In the next part, we'll go into battery health, storage cleanup, carrier updates, and one thing you shouldn't do in the first 24 hours that causes half of the "this update ruined my phone" complaints. Now let's talk about battery, because this is where most people panic after an update. Go into Settings, tap Battery, then Battery Health and Charging. Look at the maximum capacity number. After an update, iOS recalculates a lot of internal data. Sometimes that percentage drops by 1 or 2 points right after installing. That doesn't mean the update damaged your battery. It means the system is showing you a more accurate value than before. For months, that number can stay frozen, and then after an update, it suddenly refreshes. So if you see a small drop, that's normal. What you're really checking here is whether you're still comfortably above 80%. If you are, your battery is in a healthy range, and you don't need to worry. Next, go back to Settings, tap General, then iPhone Storage. Wait a few seconds for it to load. Right after an update, your phone is still indexing files, rebuilding caches, and organizing system data. During this time, system data can look huge. Don't delete anything yet. Just look at the overall picture. If you're running low on storage, try to free up at least 5 to 10 GB. iOS performs better when it has breathing room. Updates, background tasks, and even camera processing rely on free space. A nearly full iPhone often feels slower, heats up more, and drains battery faster. Now go back to Settings, tap General, then About. Stay on this screen for about 10 seconds. If your carrier has released an update, a pop-up will appear asking you to install it. Carrier updates improve signal stability, call reliability, and mobile data behavior. They're small, but they matter. A lot of "my signal feels worse after updating" complaints disappear after installing this. Now here's the part most people get wrong. For the first 24 hours after an update, do not judge battery life. Your iPhone is doing a lot in the background. Re-indexing photos, rebuilding Spotlight search, optimizing system files, syncing iCloud data, reorganizing app caches. All of that uses extra power. If you install the update in the morning, use your phone heavily all day, and then say, "This update ruined my battery," you're measuring the worst possible window. The system hasn't settled yet. The correct way to evaluate battery is this. Use your phone normally for 2 full days. Charge it the same way you usually do. Then look at your screen on time and usage patterns. That's when you'll see the real behavior. One more thing you can do is go into Settings, tap App Store, and turn on app updates under Automatic Downloads. This way, apps quietly stay current in the background instead of piling up. By the end of these steps, your iPhone is clean, updated, synced, and running in the environment Apple actually designed for this version of iOS. Most people install an update and move on. You now know how to finish an update properly. And that's the difference between "this update feels broken" and "this update feels smooth." If you've ever felt like your phone might be listening to you or tracking you in ways it shouldn't, I highly recommend watching the video where I walk through every single setting you need to change. After watching it, you'll feel much more safe and in control of your iPhone. You can watch that video by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.